Hit that intro. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Story Motors Podcast. My name is Robert. His name is Mike. Oliver is out there. He's covered in snow and he's very wet, and we just gave him a bath. I asked him not to do that, but he does not listen to me. And
No,
how are you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing pretty fantastic.
Yep.
Yep.
Just getting that Christmas list ready.
Yep. I put together a very mundane Christmas list because people still demand I give them a Christmas list.
Mm-hmm. It's fair.
That's what it is. Yep.
That is fair. Yeah. So how you been, buddy?
Oh, I've been all right. Things are going.
Yep, things are going. I get it. Things are indeed going.
Trying to figure out again how to cram streaming and gaming and all that stuff into my already busy schedule. So,
quit your job.
God, I'd love to.
Quit having other hobbies.
No, how dare I have hobbies outside
dork.
of God? Fuck me, right? How dare I go to the gym or anything like that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, spend time with my girlfriend. Fuck.
Get a Switch, bring it to the gym, and then play games while you're in the gym.
I have a Switch. I could do that.
Be that fucking dork. And by dork, I mean you're getting swole, so it's, you're perfect in every way.
Just be squatting while playing fucking Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Weren't you holding on to the bar? I can't, bro.
Bro, what's going on?
Princess was in another castle. What the fuck?
God damn it. Anyway, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. I'm better now that I've got beer in me.
There you go.
It is a new week. It is a short work week. I don't know about the same. If that's the same for you.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is as we record this. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is last day of the week for me. So
yep, same here. So today was slow as fuck.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like the middle of the afternoon. I was at the office, went to the bathroom, locked my computer because that's what I do. Anytime you leave your computer if you're at work, fucking lock it. Even if you're at home, get in the habit of doing that. It's just a good thing.
Seriously.
So lock my computer, get up, go to the bathroom, come back, and my coworkers and everybody are just kind of like sitting there talking because nothing's coming in.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of join the conversation. We're all just talking. It's about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, of just bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, so are we all just going to pretend, or are we all just going to stop pretending that we're working and go home? I haven't even turned my computer on for 40 minutes and no one said anything. And my boss is like, okay. So I left.
Yep. Nice.
So.
Yeah, well.
Tomorrow I'm working from home, so I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Probably nothing.
No pants Wednesday. That's what's going to happen.
You know how it do.
I tragically have to put on pants.
Coward.
I mean, let me get some more months in the gym in, and then I'll show up. Little hoochie daddy shorts.
That's fair.
Button up shirt and a tie. Really confuse people.
I need to, speaking of button-up shirt and a tie, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck to wear to the Game Awards. And I think I'm going to go buy a tuxedo.
Oh, okay.
And just try to look dapper. But then I'm like, wait, no, I can't. I've worn a tuxedo before. It doesn't look good on me. I look weird. I have weird proportions for a tuxedo.
Tux is for a certain kind of person.
Yeah.
We are not that person.
Nope.
God bless us for trying, but we are definitely not that.
We are not tux people. We do know that now.
No, and I'm also not the kind of person to sit around and watch fucking Neo get blasted in the face repeatedly on Call of Duty. I had to turn his stream off. Just like,
yeah.
It's like,
He's
I love
good
you,
at some
buddy,
games.
but,
He is
man.
not good at Call of
No.
Duty. You know what game he is good at, though?
What?
He is good at Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking to him about that next week on this very podcast.
Hooray!
Neo Aoshi. We will see you there. You better bring your glorious fucking hair, and we'll have a hair off. All right?
I'll do my hair this time.
Do it. I'll maybe get a haircut before then, and then I'm not going to wear this fucking beanie. I mean, I love this beanie. Don't get me wrong. It's a,
Quality
LTT beanie. It's phenomenal. But, white dudes in beanies have a weird rep in podcasts.
White dudes with facial hair and beanies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a great look.
Yeah.
Not a great look.
But to be fair, I'm wearing it because my hair is too long, Not because I don't have any.
Not because you're balding and you're just trying to cling on to youth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, all right.
All right. Well, Mikey.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, you did start streaming some Cyberpunk, so I saw that. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. How are you liking it last night?
I'm enjoying it. I found one problem though. Driving.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit of a trick. Well, like, driving is fine, but like car combat, when I have to drive, it just kind of devolves from there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
the car combat was, I think they changed it quite a bit with the Phantom Liberty.
Yeah.
Like, not with that DLC, because you don't need that DLC, but they did put out, like, the Cyberpunk 2.0, essentially, update.
Yeah.
And they changed a ton of shit. Like, when I went back into my character after that, I had to respec my entire character, because they were just like, we changed so much in the tree that we just gave you all your points back. Go in there and assign whatever you need. And I hated it, because I was like, I did everything, and I gotta do it again. I have all the points, and it's just a lot of fucking work, and it's annoying.
God damn it.
But, fuck, I love Cyberpunk 2077, and Phantom Liberty is dope.
Yeah, I am enjoying Cyberpunk. Can't wait to try my hand at a Phantom Liberty whenever the hell that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. And, I mean, we were going to talk about a couple little news items here, but there is one that just came out today. We can just go over it. Since we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm not going to pull it up on the screen because I don't have it there, and CD Projekt Red, they announced that The Witcher 4 is now in full production. So,
which is awesome.
Yeah. Unreal Engine 5, apparently they're using, instead of the Red Engine, which is... so they're changing that.
All right.
But I think the other thing I heard was this is going to be the start of a new trilogy. And they're aiming to have all 3 games in the trilogy come out within 6 years.
Damn, so that's a lot of concurrent development.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to be happening.
So that means not in 6 years, but like, let's say game 1 comes out in 2027. Okay? Yeah. 2028 from now. 4 years away from now. Then that would mean that in, 2031, 3 years later, is game 2. 2034 is game, 3.
Yeah.
So the first game is obviously going to be the one that takes the longest, because I got to figure out Unreal Engine 5 and everything. And then fucking just do the Like a Dragon thing.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon has a new game coming out like every fucking 8 months.
Which is wild.
Because what they do is they made the whole Hawaii setting for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which was fucking incredible. And now there's a new Like a Dragon coming out in February. Which is the best name of a game. Fucking Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Yes.
That sounds like a Japanese bachelor trip.
Yeah, that fucking looks like what it is. Majima wakes up on the beach and he's like, I'm a pirate now because I have an eye patch. Let's do this! But, it's set in Hawaii, so they're just using the same setting. Fucking do it!
Yeah.
You already made it. It looks gorgeous. You're giving me a new story. That's why people play video, or that's why I play video games. I don't know about you. I feel like that might be why we play video games, is for the story and the story mode,
Yeah,
Talk
that
about
it. Because I hate myself sometimes, Trying not to fall into the meta build hole and yet I end up doing the same fucking thing, which is just, it's a bummer.
So, going back to Cyberpunk 2077 and like the update and everything,
Yeah.
I did have beef with the way that they redid the actual cyberware stuff after the update. I enjoyed it more beforehand when you were just a god. So, yeah.
Why? Why is that?
Because I could stand outside of a building and use my cyber shit and cause like see through the walls, see other people with cyber things, and then cause like a chain reaction of everybody dying with one thing.
Huh.
Yeah. So, once again, that's just me. That's how I do things. But yeah. We had another thing in news here. I'm gonna pull it up now, up on the screen. So, Sony reportedly working on a handheld PS5, which, I mean, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Says Polygon, Ollie Welsh from Polygon. Yeah, don't get excited, it's years away. Sony started working on a portable console capable of playing PS5 games.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming it's not going to be as powerful as the PS5, but technically, the Steam Deck, this bad boy can play PS5 games. I go by God of War, or no, not God of War Ragnarok, but like Forbidden West and like the updated Horizon Zero Dawn plays on here with no problems. It doesn't look as good as it does on a PS5, but it plays a PS5 game. And yeah, this kind of goes back to Microsoft saying a few weeks ago that they might have a potential portable Xbox coming out too. So,
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm here for these fun portable handheld things, but at the same time, like, Sony doesn't have a great history with things that aren't a fucking PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah.
The PlayStation Portable, the Vita.
Vita means life.
Yep. But, dead. All good things must come to an end. Yeah. Microsoft, like, they've diluted the brand. Like, it feels like they went from, like...
This is an Xbox.
Yeah. Like, this thing next to me.
This is an Xbox.
It's all an Xbox. Your fucking smart fridge is an Xbox.
This is not an Xbox.
What is not? This is not an Xbox, but, makes me better at Xbox.
I mean, I wouldn't say that they're diluting the brand. They're more just trying to get the word out that the brand is Xbox, and you could play it almost on anything that has an internet connection. And I think once that word starts to get out, I think it's going to explode. So I was at work the other day, and talking to a buddy of mine, and I think he was talking about playing Cyberpunk, and he was like, "It's not working on my computer," or or Starfield. He's like, "Yeah, my computer doesn't run Starfield all that well, so I can't really play it." And I was like, "Oh, just play it on the cloud, Xbox." And he's like, "I don't have an Xbox." And I was like, "Fucking spend $30, get a Roku, plug it into your TV, get a controller, play it on there." And he's like, "The Roku can't play it." And I was like, "No, it's like it's coming through the cloud. As long as you have a good internet connection, you can I fucking played Starfield on my Steam Deck through Xbox Cloud in an airport when it first came out."
Which is fucking amazing and everything. Man, Xbox used to be a physical thing, and now they're just like, it is everything.
Yeah.
It is no longer this hardware that we have to sell at a loss. And like that's like it is a big brand shift. And they've been slowly doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Man. But then saying, "Oh, by the way, we're going to come out with a handheld."
So
that seems like a weird...
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a weird move. Like it seems like they've made the conscious decision to kind of go away from like, okay, yeah, new console generation, we will come out with a new console, but then handhelds, handhelds a thing. Like that's
Oh yeah, handheld is
like
but it sounds like with Xbox and with this potential Sony one, is it doesn't sound like it's going to be, like the PS Vita 2 where it can play PS5 games but it has its own games. It sounds like
it's literally just going to be like
it's a handheld that you can play your PS5 games on. Or it's an Xbox handheld that you can play your digital Xbox games on. Whether that's through the cloud or through just remote play, or getting a way to kind of do both with being able to actually download the games to the device. But the way that this sounds like to me is not necessarily, hey, yeah, so the PS Vita 2's coming out, and it's going to have launch titles that are PS Vita exclusives that look as good as a PS5. No, it's
then my question,
portable console capable of playing PS5 games.
Then my question is, why go through all of this to develop a thing when you could work with these people who already, like there's the Asus, ROG, Steam Deck, these things.
Yeah, the Asus ROG Ally. Yeah.
Yeah, why not work with them and develop like a native client? Like that feels like it would make way more sense than just being like, we're going to spend money developing a physical thing to do a thing that you may or may not actually want to do on the road.
And so, I've got it pulled up here. Sony came out with the PlayStation Portal, which is a remote play device that they actually did just add cloud gaming to it with an update. So apparently that was part of it, and they're just like, no, we turned it off, but now we're turning it on. Like, the fuck?
Figure it out, boys.
But with these talks of Sony and Microsoft coming out with, a powerful handheld that can play those console games, and then you've got the Switch 2 coming out, my question is to you, and I asked it actually in the kind of funny super chats, and they, were like, I don't think so, but are we looking at the next generation of consoles wrong? Are we looking at, the PS6 versus the Xbox Series X2, when in reality it's going to be these like docked handheld? Like, is the next generation actually going to just be these super powerful handhelds that you can dock to your TV like the Switch?
Yeah, they're going to be like, it is.
Or
going
is that going to be a separate?
No, I think, like, I really think this is where gaming is going to go. You're going to have, because right now you have console gaming, you have PC gaming, and in between those two exists the Switch. Because it's kind of a console, kind of a handheld thing. Like, it's not, like, it,
let's be honest. In between console gaming and fucking ball on a stick, you've got the Switch.
Well, that's true.
Okay. I love it. I love the Switch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Much like the Wii U had to fucking stumble and die impaled on a wrought iron fence, so the Switch could play in the field next to it. I feel like, because developing a console and making these things to sell at a loss just to sell software doesn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah.
So like so having something smaller, cheaper to develop that can do more things that you can take with you, because I've seen your PS5. That thing might as well be like a subwoofer cemented into a fucking house. Like, it's not going anywhere.
No.
No. And like,
even the PS5 Slim is still like,
it's not slim.
It's thinner, but it's like just as it's just fucking it's like a lanky teenager going through puberty.
It's like Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
It's just that's what
that's a sports reference, nerds.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, But I mean, and even taking like a Series S, while it is far more portable than a Series X, it's still kind of a pain because you have to, do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can have just something that you have docked at home, and then you're just like, I'm going on a trip. I would like to play Call of Duty or fucking Spyro Trilogy or whatever the fuck it is you're doing with your free time. I don't know. I'm not going to judge you. I am going to play Spyro Trilogy at some point because
It's on Game Pass. So
I know. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna enjoy it. But yeah, just being able to pick up something and just pop it in a case and pop it in your bag and take it with you and then play it on your way to the airport or on the train or whatever, and then while you're in the air, and that seems like a way better proposition, because not only do they hold your physical product, but they're in your environment and they're literally taking it with them. So I feel like, yeah, PS, maybe not 6, probably 7 though, is going to be docked handheld.
Mm-hmm.
And Xbox, I feel we're going to see a swan song of just like the traditional Xbox hardware,
I mean, there's a lot of people that have been saying that, where they think that essentially Microsoft is going to get out of the hardware business, a la Sega in 2002 or 2000 actually, 2001.
Well, Sega got out not because they wanted to.
Yeah, but yeah. I've heard multiple people saying that they think that might be essentially the future of Microsoft or of Xbox. I don't know if I believe that, because Xbox might not make as much money as other things at Microsoft, but Microsoft has all the fucking money,
Oh yeah, I mean, so does Sony. Like, they're not hurting for cash, but also I think they have figured out that everybody knows the money's in the software.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like with all of their acquisitions that they've done, Xbox is like, the money's there and we're going to go get it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, we're going to try to play both sides of this thing.
Yeah.
So, but, whatever. I'm not going to be able to afford either one of these goddamn things, so.
I mean, they're going to come in, more than 5 years out from now, so maybe those fucking tariffs won't take off, and,
God.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people Googling a lot of Econ 101 shit.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
the other thing that we were going to talk about here, and this is from Games Radar Plus. It's not their thing, but this is just the article that we have by Allie Jones. The Golden Joystick Awards, which are, I believe, 100% voted on by the audience, as opposed to the Game Awards, which kind of skew. There's a curve. There's I think there's an audience vote, but that only counts for about 10% of the final vote for each category, except for the player's voice. It's weighted. Thank you. That's the term I was talking about. So the Golden Joystick Awards 2024 were just the other day. And these winners, and I should have looked at this beforehand, to kind of see how closely these winners typically kind of connect with the Game Awards,
So, I was listening to the AEW Arcade podcast, and Aoife Uno brought up a point.
By the way, have you emailed Mr. Uno to come on this show?
Several times.
Okay.
Him and the Chugs.
Oh, God, if we ever got Chugs on this podcast, I would shit my pants on stream.
He's a huge Borderlands dude. Me and him would just be freaking out. You're just shaking in the corner.
Like,
what?
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Adam Cole, baby! Come on, Chugs, let's do it!
Yeah.
And Evil Uno! Fucking, that dude's cool as shit. Are you kidding me?
Mystery wrestling? That's the greatest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Pillow fight.
You're listening to AEW Arcade.
Yeah, and Uno brings up that, I mean, the Golden Joystick Awards have been going on forever.
Yeah.
You know, they've been going on for a while. On all the years where, like, with the Game Awards, very rarely do the big winners line up.
Okay.
So, like, this is one of those, like, take it with a grain of salt, you know? So,
well, I mean,
yeah,
I don't even want to say take it with a grain of salt, because especially with it being voted on by the fans, the Golden Joystick Awards are completely valid. You know, we're not. I'm not necessarily saying we need to look at this and try to figure out what the Game Award winners are going to be, because the Game Awards are not the end all be all. But
no, this is not like looking at the Golden Globes and trying to figure out the Oscars.
Yeah,
because that shit, like, it almost lines up. It is a Venn diagram that is a goddamn circle.
I think the only difference with the Golden Globes as opposed to the Oscars is that the Golden Globes will occasionally give one of their awards to somebody who's not at, you know, that super, super high level. You know?
They'll throw a bone.
Yeah. But
anyway.
yeah, the winners here, there's a lot of, you know, very similar categories.
Yep.
So what do we got here? We got trying to get it all on screen here. Audio design, Astrobot. I get it. Now I'm wondering, the audio design for Astrobot, is that kind of counting? Oh, hi, Charlie XCX. That's like cut off right at her waist, which is perfect.
Nice.
You know. I mean, not for me, but audio design Astrobot. I'm wondering if people are like counting the sounds that come out of the controller, because there's a lot.
I mean, that would make. I mean, that is part of the design. So
yeah.
Maybe.
Soundtrack, storytelling.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Okay, multiplayer, Helldivers 2. Yeah, visual design. So is that just like graphics, or?
I don't know. This stuff is one of those.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. Indie game Balatro. It was either the indie game is either going to go to Balatro or Animal Well. At the Game Awards, like, that's it.
It's one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-published, Another Crab's Treasure. I forgot that came out this year, honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
That was one I saw, and I'm like, that's adorable, and I want to play it. And then I just never fucking got around to it.
So, this one I'm going to fucking argue against hardcore. Studio of the Year, Team Asobi. Okay? I don't want to take anything away from Team Asobi. Astrobot is one of the best games of the fucking year, no doubt.
Yeah.
But Studio of the Year to anybody but fucking Atlas, who put out Metaphor, Persona 3 Reload. I mean, I don't think Like a Dragon was them. But like Atlas put out and Unicorn Overlord, I believe. Like, Atlas put out fucking banger after banger, multiple bangers this year.
Oh yeah, and
including for me at least, the game of the year.
Yeah, like Astrobot's cool. Like, I love that kind of a nostalgic feeling platformer came out in the year of our Lord 2024. But man, Atlas, like.
Now I think I'm confusing developer with publisher. And that's on me. But still. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway.
Lead performer, Cody Christian as Cloud. Supporting performer, Brianna White, who's up for Performance of the Year at the Keeleys.
At the Keeleys.
Yeah, Breakthrough Award, Critics' Choice, Balatro. Fair.
Yeah.
Still Playing Award, Minecraft, console PC, and then Honkai Star Rail, which I don't know what that is. I know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't. The game or the award?
I know it's a Hoyoverse game, just like Genshin Impact.
Oh yeah, God, I don't.
But I don't know what those games are. Actually, neither
do I.
I have Genshin Impact installed on my Xbox right here because it was just added to Game Pass. And the other day, I was like, oh, let me install this and see what it is. And I clicked install, and it's like 100 gigs.
Yeah.
So that day, I didn't play it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah, PC Game of the Year, Satisfactory. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Console Game of the Year, Helldivers 2. It's a weird one, I would say.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
not
that one.
to take it, once again, not taking anything away from Helldivers 2, but it also launched on PC.
Yeah, it feels like. Yeah, I don't know. That it feels like a lot of the clips I saw, like that I always see, are people playing on PC.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if shit, it definitely did help. You know, I don't know. Fuck, it. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were like, we can't give Helldivers 2 another award. We can't let them sweep this.
Yeah.
Because that just feels real fucked up.
Yeah. Most Wanted, GTA 6, no surprise. Critics' Choice, Helldivers 2.
Yep.
Okay, Best Game Expansion, which a lot of people want for the Game Awards, is Shadow of the Erd Tree. No fucking surprise there.
Nope.
Gaming Hardware, Steam Deck OLED. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Early Access, Lethal Company. That's, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm honestly surprised that didn't go to Hades 2, but...
I don't know. It was.
Yeah.
I feel I could figure out how that one I could connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
It just was it was that dumb fun type of game that you can do with your buddies.
Yeah.
And it was different. I mean, Hades and Hades 2, fucking awesome, but also one is it's a sequel to the other.
Yeah.
So that one, I
think,
feel
unless
like
I'm mistaken, I also think that Lethal Company was free for the first day or two that it came out.
It might have been. Then it was only like $10.
Yeah,
my cheap ass was like, I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah, no, I think it was put out for free when it launched first in early access, and then it because it was also a good game. That kind of made a ton of people jump into it and start playing it.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I can see how that would help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Best game trailer, Helldivers 2. That's a good future episode. Game trailers, the lost art of game trailers. Yeah.
Seriously.
So, I honestly could not tell you what the Helldivers 2 trailer is.
Neither could I, and I'm not going to look it up.
Probably great, but.
Yep.
Streamers Choice Award, Chained Together. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That game's just a shitload of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Fuck. Game adaptation, Fallout.
Yeah.
I think we're on record of liking the Fallout show.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And then Ultimate Game of the Year, Black Myth Wukong. So,
which... Okay.
I haven't played it. I have really no interest in playing it. It just doesn't look like a game that I would enjoy.
Yeah. Same here, but I've seen people stream it. It looks gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those, if somebody were just like, hey, man, here, try it out. Yeah, I'll fucking give it a go. I'm not going to say no to it.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to that shit.
Yeah.
But, no. And it's also cool that it's, we're getting mythology that we don't get a lot of in, Chinese mythology.
Yeah.
From a Chinese studio. So I think they're going to be a little bit better with it than, admittedly, some of the West's ham-fisted attempts. So... But yeah, there we go.
Ultimate that is Game of the Year. So this is one that actually this is what I would really like to look at. So the Game Awards has a category called, I think, Player's Voice, which is 100% voted on by the players, and it has 3 rounds. Well, yeah, 3 rounds. So it's like everything, and then it's like a round of 30 or something, and then like a round of 10, and then there's the winner. I'm interested to see if this Ultimate Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks correlates more with that award.
That might.
That
might.
Yeah. So we've got Yeah, and this isn't even. I mean, this is this the first big award show of the year? I want to say it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Did you see Devolver Digital is doing an award show?
Good for them.
The Devolver, I think it's called the Devolver Delayed Awards, and it's an award show for all of the developers brave enough to delay their games out of 2024.
The 15th annual Devolver Delayed Awards.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, November 27th. Oh, that's tomorrow morning.
So, yesterday as you heard this.
Yeah.
Shit. At 10 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, fuck off, Siri. Yeah.
10 a.m. Pacific, 7 o'clock Hawaiian. 2 p.m.
Pacific. Oh, cool.
East
Yeah,
Coast.
I'll be watching. Oh no, I won't be watching Kind of Funny Games Daily because they are not live tomorrow or the rest of this week. So,
Well, there we go.
yeah,
Got something to watch.
I'm gonna watch the
won't.
Delayeds.
I'm not going to be watching it because I'm at work and I can't watch this stuff at work. Tragic.
I'll be at work too.
Yeah, your work's a little different than mine. Anyway.
Ugh. Well,
Damn.
Mikey, before we get into our topic, why don't we hit the kids with this ad break? That may or may not be here.
Who knows? And if it's not, this episode of Story Motors is brought to you by Cheap Beer. Yeah. Nothing like getting tanked on a 30 rack for less than $30.
Woo!
Cheap Beer.
Now, I was going out to get my beers for tonight. You know, the Kona Big Wave. That's what I'm enjoying.
Yep.
And I went to just a 7-Eleven by me, and they had like 2 of these sizes. They didn't have Kona, so I had to go somewhere else. 2 of these size PBR for $3.50. I'm like, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But also, man, beer snobs are terrible. Because I'm sitting here just cranking Bud Light after Bud Light, and people are like, oh no, like, what do you want me to do? You want me to drink some fucking like crazy like oatmeal chocolate stout?
Yeah,
like you want me to drink something crazy like heavy like triple IPA? Lick my nuts.
I don't even want a fucking single IPA. Are you shitting me?
No, like let me drink my cheap shitty beer, okay? Let me have that.
So, Mike, the day that this is going up, if people are listening to this on day 1 when it drops, which you all should, because please.
Helps a hell of a lot.
Yeah, we are in America, and we are celebrating Thanksgiving today. So,
the most American holiday.
The most American of all more American than fucking 4th of July. That's...
Yeah. Me and my brother were talking about this. Like, it is a day of gluttony and excess, and we completely forgot. Like, it is about gluttony, excess, and colonization and subjugation of the native peoples who were here.
Yeah, but
and we
turkey.
celebrate that. Yeah, we celebrate that by your fucking cousin Ted burning down his garage again because he's trying to deep fry a turkey for the 4th consecutive year, and 3 of those resulted in a new garage. So don't think year 4 is going to go any different, but here we are. That asshole's out there with a frozen bird and flip-flops. Might result in a trip to the burn unit.
That's very specific for just an example, Mike.
I just came up with that shit off the top of my head.
Fair enough. But our topic this week is just a bit of a chill one. You know, what gaming things are we thankful for?
Yeah,
this year, 2024. And we asked y'all, our listeners, for some suggestions for what you're thankful for, and no offense, did not get any replies.
To be fair, we kind of threw it out there a little late in the day.
Yeah. So
yeah, I forgot about it. I was to it. Guess what showed up at work today? Total side note: the Stanley fucking Cup. It was.
Did you get to see it?
Oh, no,
did you get to touch it? I mean, you don't touch it, but.
Oh, you can touch it if your team's won before.
Yeah.
You're fine. I just sent you something there, buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, my dumbass was a bit enamored with this thing.
That 100% fair. 100% fair.
So I did not do not put the stuff out there as early as I should have. Yeah. So.
That is something that we're going to try to get better at, is having the topic ahead of time and then kind of asking, in the comments and everything as a new episode goes out, hey, next week this is what we're talking about. So we are trying to get better at that. Yeah.
We have an outline. All right, it's baby steps here, folks.
Baby steps. We've only been doing this for 41 weeks. We're fucking 10 weeks away from our year anniversary. You know that?
We'll get to it eventually.
But yeah. So this topic, honestly, with it being Thanksgiving, it was kind of just like, hey, this seems like a good thing that we can.
We're here. Why not?
We can talk about, So, Mike, I want to ask you what's something that you're thankful for in the gaming sphere this year? I think you posted one, so.
Did I? Oh, yeah. Self-indulgent. Yeah, a bit self-indulgent.
I'm going to try to pull it up here, so.
Okay,
because fuck. I don't know my Facebook password. Well, we'll talk about it anyway.
Whatever, yeah. Yeah, this year, triumphant return to Extra Life with some new friends. And, yeah, I am very thankful, one, got to do this with, Robert and our new friends, Dex and Nuggies and Jester. But I am even more thankful that all of us crushed our goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The team, I exceeded my personal goal. Robert exceeded his team goal, far exceeded it. So.
Let's see here. What donor drive? Because I think Jester, actually, Brandon just did his Extra Life stream this last weekend.
He did. I popped in for briefly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's see what our team ended up at. Our goal, our initial goal was, I think, it was 7. It was some weird. I think we just added 420 and 69 together.
And 182 or 187.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had hit that by the time that we started ours. We had already hit that thanks to Jester, Dex, and Nuggies.
Yeah.
So we raised it to, I believe, 1,000. Yep. We hit that almost immediately. We raised it to 1,500, hit that. Raised it to 1,750 and hit that.
Yeah. Now, looks like we're sitting at $2,238 raised.
$2,238.42. I want to look at the roster because I think. And this doesn't even have it updated here. So, I believe Brandon actually did hit his goal.
Oh shit!
Of $1,000. Maybe I think it may have been a Facebook thing as well. But
okay.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Yeah, but so Send Nuggies raised $296. Fuck yeah. According to this, Brandon raised $352, but like I said, I think he hit his goal. Dex raised $500. Mike raised $535. I raised $555. So, and I think 50 of that was a friend of ours who I was like, hey, if somebody donates $50 right now, I will hit Mike in the head with this turkey pan. And they did.
So he did.
Yep.
I still see flashes of light in my periphery.
Yep, that thing was heavy.
It was. You saw me crumple.
Oh,
just crumple
that's how strong
sack.
I am. Is that I was able to crumple that thick 4-inch steel thing over your head.
Mm-hmm. It was rough stuff, buddy.
But
yeah, stoof.
So tell the kids what you learned about this Extra Life while I go grab my second beer.
Man, I learned that the way to get you people to donate to help the children is for me to hurt myself. So video's still coming, still working on it. I'll probably crank it out over the weekend here since I have time.
I'm gonna crank it out over the weekend too. Get it? Like crank it. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'm gonna hammer one out at least. Like, come on.
Cue.
Look at me.
Cue rub one out from Together, the Together movie right now.
Yeah. Also learned that friends we've met through streaming will come in fucking clutch when we need them to. So that is awesome. Love that.
Oh.
And yeah.
Okay. You were frozen a little bit over on the Discord, but yeah, I mean that kind of. I'm going to say that segues into the first thing that I'm thankful for is. I feel like this year, more than any other, I've been able to find that community online. Yeah. And a lot of it is the Kind of Funny community, which is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But being able to find a community of people that are cool as shit, play video games, that we're streaming video games, we're talking about games, we're talking about life,
yeah.
And it's definitely the thing that I've been thankful for the most this year is that Kind of Funny community and all those people that I've met. And yeah, just how it's made my life better.
Yeah.
So, and then, like you said, we were able to bring some of them, bring Nuggies and Dex into our extra live stream. Dex has been on our podcast multiple times. Mm-hmm. Fucking love having him on. He's going to be... Oh, yeah. He was on last week, just... Randomly, because I said, hey, we doing... hey, we're talking about this thing, and you had an opinion. Do you want to show up right now? And yeah, he did, because he's awesome. And then he'll be on again, actually, the next 2 weeks. So you'll be seeing Dex.
There'll be a lot of Dex.
Yeah. Including, we'll talk about this at the end of the episode in a couple weeks, what's going to happen. But, yeah, that community and those people that I've met have helped, I'll be honest, have helped keep me alive. We talked about it last week or the week before, shit's been crazy this year. Shit's been crazy, almost every year, but that community has helped me, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And just being able to just have that escape to just talk about video games, because that's what video games are.
Yeah.
Even if I am playing a game about an election that's way too close with a nominee that is just the worst fucking person on this planet.
Yeah, I mean, listen, sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to work it out.
Obviously talking about Astrobot.
Clearly. Hey. As the political intrigue in Astrobot, the layers.
Layers. It's like an onion, layers upon layers.
Just it's like an ogre, you see. It's got layers.
Should I use the welcome. Shrek font for this thumbnail? I might.
I think you should.
I might, yeah. It's just so fucking unruly. And it has no punctuation.
The Shrek font for that one dumb fucking joke.
Yeah.
I love it.
But Mike, what else you got for me?
Man, kind of going off on that. I mean, earlier this year, I took some time off from streaming, just, because shit was kind of crazy, and I'm like, hey, I need to take a step away. And also, it was feeling like work, and I don't like it feeling like work.
Yeah.
So I took some time away, and lost a lot of the momentum that I had built up. Lost some followers, definitely lost some subscribers because, hey, why are you paying money for something that's just not happening?
Yeah.
So, but I came back, and I haven't gotten back up to the subscriber total, but got my followers back. Got, made some new friends with Nuggies, Dex, and Neo, and Brett, who was a homie before, but Jim Tasty. Yeah. So like taking that time off and kind of refocusing, and definitely let me feel like introduced me to a new community that I am a fucking love everybody that I've met through you, essentially. And yeah, so that's been really awesome. So I'm thankful. I am thankful for this new community, and that streaming is just a fun excuse for me to hang out and do stuff and poke buttons on a soundboard.
Yeah. Instead of feeling like you're doing it because you have to. You're doing it now because you want to.
Yeah, and like playing, and like I loved playing stuff with everybody in the previous iterations of Nerding for Beginners, because this is not it hasn't been one contiguous thing, but man, like I loved playing with like the first round of people, Dave and Brandon and Kit and all of them. It was awesome. And then the second round with Zach, Courtney, and Byron, Haley, Chevy. And it was awesome, but man, it felt like we just kind of fell into a rut of playing the same games over and over again that really didn't, So, yeah, this like taking a step back and just being like, I'm just going to play games for me. And if it happens to be a multiplayer game, rad. But for the most part, it's just been me, stomping mech stuff or playing Fallout or fucking whatever.
Fucking failing at playing Fallout because you refuse to let me help you.
If you want to fucking help me, so it doesn't take me 5 minutes to walk out of a bar, I'm all ears.
I mean, I can't really change the loading, but...
Oh, well then. That was my big fucking problem. Everything else about the game, great. Loading.
It takes a while to load at times, so... Yeah.
At times, every time. Especially when I'm just what a stream needs. Fucking 5 minutes of dead air.
Yeah.
Me just playing Randy Moeller goal calls back to back to back.
But I mean, now you wrapped up Armored Core 6, played a couple playthroughs of that. You're starting Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
I think at some point you have to fucking play a Persona game.
I will. I mean,
or Metaphor, one or the other.
Something. It's honestly probably going to be a Persona game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's and it's and I've dropped down to 1 day a week, trying to get a better balance between things, because on the other side of that door there's my girlfriend and our 2 dogs, and she would like it if I was hanging out there instead of in here.
Yeah.
With me and Diane, the possum in the cowboy hat.
Look, Diane's important too, right?
Listen, Diane's gonna get some better lighting, and there's got to be maybe some signage on that mirror.
Don't fucking tempt me with a good goddamn time.
Fucking A, for real.
Right.
There will actually be artwork up here. I just have to spray paint some of my crappy plastic frames.
I have a couple boxes of mini lights.
Yeah.
I need to figure out where I can put them behind me, because like my wall is pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I've got stuff here. And actually, I did this for the podcast, because for the first, while that we were doing this, I just had like the blurred thing or something in the back, because this was just a mess. And I, took a day, cleaned up everything, put a shitload of stuff on the wall. I've got Danhausen, I've got the Orange Cassidy thumb, the rest in peace Jay Briscoe armband that we got at Ring of Honor the other year, which wasn't expecting that, but cool.
Hey.
I mean, I knew he was dead, but you know.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I just kind of want to get those on there, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have lights, and they're pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I had them before, and you couldn't see them. It was dumb. They were there for me. Like, yeah, I mean, they're back there. They're awesome. They kind of frame, this wall where there's going to be stuff, and then I want to put something there.
Yeah.
But I can't put the thing I wanted to put there because mother-in-law sleeps on this bed, and the picture I wanted to put there would terrify her. So
what's the picture? I want to know what it is now.
Low Card, this zine, San Francisco. It's a skate zine. I bought one of their posters. It is, it's like a playing card. It's like the two of clubs, but there's like a fucking like viper or something, like a snake on there, like coiled and ready to. Yeah, I'll send you a picture. It's okay. Pretty fucking rad. I love it. It's been my go-to. Two pieces of art have been my go-to bathroom artworks. That, always been hanging over the toilet, and then I have a Ferrari 308, like, it's hanging and, like, going through a moonscape. It's the most fucking, like, 80s-tastic goddamn thing.
Put that on the fucking wall.
Believe you me, I pushed for it, and got a hard no on that one.
Hard no.
Hard. Yeah. It wasn't so much a no, it was abso-fucking-lutely not. So
let's see here. Yeah, I reached out to our good friend OM Jesus about something. I'll tell you afterwards. So
okay,
that'll be fun for later.
Glad he's feeling better.
Yeah, he's feeling better. He was super goddamn sick last week. I had to do a couple of the fucking ad break questions on Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Damn.
Yeah, so if you don't know, OM Jesus, every day, Kind of Funny Games Daily, they do an ad break in the middle of the show, and he's there, and he's got an ad break question. A lot of times it's like, something based on what they've talked about. Like if the big story at the beginning was Grand Theft Auto, then the question is, hey, are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? Occasionally it's something different. Every once in a while, he can't make it. Like he's busy at work or he's sick. So I take it upon myself to do the question, and I just do something fucking random. Sometimes it's kind of sad. I think one time I was like, ad break question because OM Jesus isn't here. Are you happy? That's a fucking question.
That's a deep question. Maybe a bit too intense for
There were a lot of people like, kind of? Like, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. What am I thankful for? You know what I'm thankful for,
what else,
Mike?
What?
You.
Aw, buddy.
I'm thankful for this podcast and you and I committing to this and this being a thing that I can really look forward to every week because I love this. I love doing this. I love doing this with you. I love doing this every week. I love doing the editing and making the thumbnails and doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and, that's fun, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, I mean, I know for you don't have to do some of the other stuff that you used to do on your old podcasts, which is
Jesus
nice
Christ.
For you too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so nice. Not having to do this shit.
But I honestly love having that kind of creative outlet, even if it is just us talking bullshit about video games for an hour and a half, 2 hours, or the Fallout TV show for 12 hours. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for almost this whole year, pretty much this whole year now.
Pretty much, yeah.
And there's been a lot of bad shit that's happened this year that and maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I feel like this podcast may have helped both of us to kind of get through some
for sure.
kind of tough times, because it just lets us kind of show up here for a couple hours on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and just
yeah, have a couple beers, talk to my best friend, and hey,
exactly. So that is, I'm not just saying it because we're recording this, but legitimately, this is one of my favorite things to do every week.
Mm-hmm.
And getting into this, and then it's not. I mean, obviously, this podcast I fucking love. I love doing this every week, but I've also been able to guest on just a few other things, and I'm trying to do more and more of that because this is just fucking fun.
Yeah,
been on a few.
Being on a podcast is rad.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I was on a recent episode. I don't know if it's actually, is it up yet? I'm not sure if it's up yet. I will check. If it is, I will put it in the notes. But I was on a recent episode of the PlayStation Game Club podcast. PS Plus Game Club. Let's see. Did the Plucky Squire episode come out yet? So I was on an episode of that. That was actually, I think, the first podcast that I ever did was an episode of the PS Plus Game Club, like a year. I think it was, we'd recorded one episode, the two of us. You and I.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. That we did.
And yeah, it's, I don't think that's right. Unless something happened here. They're not going up on YouTube. I'll have to look at that later. But yeah, I was able to do. I did an episode of the PS Plus Game Club with the Portland Kevin, who we got to get him on this show one day. Just we'll talk once. We can do another episode about fucking backlogs, because backlogs never die.
No, they never goddamn do.
Yeah. Yeah, the PS Plus Game Club podcast. We recorded an episode the other week about the Plucky Squire, a game that I honestly thought I was going to absolutely love, and I spent the entire podcast just being like, this is what I fucking hated about it, and I'm terrible at it. So when that comes out, I'll post it, and if it hasn't come out yet, I don't know if there's a... It's super weird that I can't find it on YouTube, because I know he does... The video, it's not a video podcast, it's all audio, but I know he does like a YouTube recording thing too, so.
Oh yeah.
But just kind of being able to dip my toe more and more into podcasting and kind of being creative and doing things. And the week that you were out and Gage and I did the Discograph podcast, which we're working on bringing back as just its own show, its own thing, which is just music based, But that's going to be a whole different template, whole different setup. Probably more like of a scripted thing, a
little more tighter than this thing.
Yeah. What do you mean? We're perfect.
This thing's tight as a drum.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm 100%. I'm thankful for this every week, and I'm thankful for you for putting up with me talking over you a lot of times, and I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah. And getting too drunk sometimes.
It's fine.
Fucking serial rapist gets elected president-elect.
Listen, man. That's why I came with my fucking... The only people who are going to get us through this shit are ourselves, so...
Yeah.
Organizing looks like a lot of different things. It could be checking on your neighbors. It can be having community game nights with like-minded people and sharing, what's going on. And, figuring out ways to keep each other safe and, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's not necessary, okay, you might want to go check in on something that might actually affect change, but also, hey man, just getting your friends together, some of your friends in the more vulnerable communities together for a fucking rousing night of sorry and pizza. You know, that's
I'm gonna
it
get
too.
some friends together to come over here to my house and watch my favorite movies.
You know,
come over and watch Hot Rod and MacGruber.
Listen, that's not a terrible doubleheader.
2 fucking stone cold classics. Hot Rod is my number 1 favorite movie of all time. All right,
Certified hood classic.
Yeah, that's Criterion is what that shit is.
That is. Oh man, but yeah, like
Mike, what else are you thankful for? Maybe we can go a little less deep.
Yeah, a little less deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I started the streaming journey, it was literally an Xbox One, my PS4, and then whatever crappy PC my buddy dragged over so we could use for the other podcast.
Yeah.
And now you've got one of those PCs. One of the other ones is sitting in my storage unit. And then another friend brought over another couple of PCs for use in other things. And one of those PCs...
Porn.
I would... Yeah, obviously.
You fucked the computer, I get it.
Yeah, I mean... Got a second gen iPhone SE. Like, it's not a big screen. You know, sometimes I need something bigger. You know? Yeah. Anyway, so he brought over another PC. I spent money on a 1050 Ti and some RAM, and I just kind of hot rodded the shit out of that thing. And it was a gaming PC for a little bit, and then it was the thing that would actually do the streaming because I used to just do console streaming.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but
then, so our friend Ty does still. He got a PS5. He does all of his streaming from his PS5.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, I mean, like in the very dark days, that's what I was doing. But then it was like I was playing on the console and using, that PC to stream, and yeah, man, that thing got me through. Like, showed me how to design a layout that's not terrible and an eyesore, and it got me through a lot of times. And then yesterday, fired it up, and there was a message from Microsoft saying, "Hey, we're sunsetting Windows 10 next October, so you need to start planning for the end of life." And this thing is it's a Windows 10 machine. I cannot upgrade it to 11.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? It has served me a surprising number of fucking years. This little thing that I had to take fucking tin snips to so I could cut away some of the frame to fit that 1050. Like, it has fucking served me. It's gonna stick around, in some form doing whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm just, instead of being just like, oh shit, like looking at all these problems, or these things that arise as problems and like panicking, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna retire this thing that's gotten me through so much, and I gotta build something new. So, like, this whole, I don't know, I think since starting the podcast, I've just looked at things with a more positive light, So, and maybe that's because I don't have to edit a podcast where there's 6 people talking over each other.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple weeks from now. So,
yeah, good luck with that one, buddy.
I'm not editing shit.
Just let it.
We'll go over that in a moment. Yeah, but
we're just gonna let that be. But yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's I've been doing this long enough that my old Xbox One S that I got from somebody who was supporting another podcast I did. He didn't want to support us on Patreon, but he's like, I got this brand new inbox Xbox One S. Mm-hmm. I'm never gonna play it. Can I give it to you? So
fair.
Yeah,
fair.
And just that and this free PC that I spent $150 on a graphics card on. I've had these long enough that I sent the Xbox One I gave it to Zach, who then sent it to Courtney in Ohio, and then she used it to game with us. and this PC, like, it's done an insane amount of work for being just a hot-rodded workstation.
The gamerhood of the traveling Xbox One S.
Kind of want to get it back. I fucking miss that thing. But yeah, it's just
get a Series S. You'll be good.
I have a Series S.
And then you're good.
I have a bunch of physical games though that I can't play.
Get a Series X.
There it is. But yeah, it's just cool that like now I'm realizing like I've been doing this long enough that I've gone through multiple bits of hardware, and it's not like I was panicking like, oh, this shit's it's like I just naturally graduated, and that's kind of a cool feeling. It's just like, oh shit, like this is awesome, like this is cool, that feeling of progression.
The feeling that you're not getting screwed over by Microsoft deciding they're not doing Windows 10 anymore. It's like, all right, this is just going to be the next chapter.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
Yeah,
like it's a cool feeling,
Yeah.
And also just being able to like look back and be like, this era was with this hardware, and then this was with this, and it's just like, yeah, man, that's kind of cool. And it never felt like I was looking back. It's just like, oh well, I need this, not like, fuck, I need this. Like that panicky, like, shit, I gotta do something and have it be a super hasty thing. Like when it came time to build, my gaming PC here, which, hold on, we can actually take a look at it. Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Bella.
Yeah, she's on two sides of it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Ghost Bella. Yeah, this was
Ghost Bella. Phantom in disguise.
The tallest dog in heaven. Yeah, this was, like I built it on the cheap, but not because I was like, I can only afford this. I can only do this. It was like, no, I used PC Parts Picker, talked to my friends. So like, this thing kicks a shit ton of ass for being $1,000 rig.
Yeah.
And it's going to last me a while. Like right now, the only thing I can think to do is a different processor and then put some more RAM in there. And that's really it, but it wasn't like when I bought all this stuff, I wasn't like scraping together the cash. I wasn't like, shit, I need to get this done for, the stream tonight or whatever. It's like, I built it with kit. We got hammered. We put this thing together, so it's just like, in the beginning, it was like a lot of like, shit, I gotta, like figure this shit out and things are breaking. But now it's just like to go from that to this thing runs like a top stream PC, as we found out on the Monday stream. It's got enough horsepower for me to have the webcam on. So you can see me.
Yeah.
Drinking beers, playing games. Yeah, so it's like cool to be like
drinking blunts, smoking 40s.
Exactly. Yeah. God. Yeah, no, just this cool like progression of like panicking. I got to do everything, perfect. Like it has to be this way too. I'm not panicking. I am putting together PC to play the games I want, and I've got a dedicated streaming PC that has more than enough horsepower to do the things I need it to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, it turns out like that subconscious part that's not riddled with anxiety knows what the fuck to do. And just looking back and being like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's been there all along.
So the streaming PC that you've gifted to me also cannot be upgraded to Windows 11.
Nope. Rest in peace.
So, yeah. I did I downloaded the thing to check, and it was like, yeah, you need a new processor. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not going to try to figure out what other fucking processor I can jam into this like proprietary board.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure even after Windows 10 is end of life, that just means they're not supporting it with updates anymore. So
yeah, but I mean, oh yeah, they're just not going to update it. But also, like, I mean, when I say I took tin snips to that thing to like cut, there are some extremely sharp edges in there.
Yeah,
like it's bad.
Yeah.
So Need to mount that on the wall somewhere. But one more thing I'm grateful for. Being able to show you how to do a podcast, you know? Just like, especially in the early days when like something would go wrong and you're freaking out, I'm just like, yeah, man, this shit's gonna happen. But guess what?
Yeah.
We're gonna record another episode next week. So
Yep. We need to get Mega Ran on here with a podcast where people can hear everybody.
yeah, that would be super awesome. But yeah, just being able to like show you and just be like, yeah, man, like this, and being able to introduce ideas to you that you're not gonna fight. So
Yeah.
it's been really awesome.
Like Mike made like a run of show document for us. Like,
yeah, like how the show, like, yeah, and you're just like, well, we should probably do something instead of just rambling for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But hey, that's how it is sometimes. You got to get that out of the system, and then
growing pains, right? Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Piece of shit.
Fuck that guy. But yeah. So
yeah,
it's been cool. That's been cool to see you like go from just a guy with an idea to him just like, yeah, man, he wants to do other podcasts. He wants to make other podcasts. This is awesome.
Yeah, I want to do so much.
So glad this knowledge isn't going to die with me.
I'm going to throw Virum Dex into a volcano.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him and Neo battle like in that fucking episode of Star Trek.
I said, do you have one that's not too deep? And then he went super deep. So I'm gonna go super surface level.
Okay.
I'm thankful for Sega putting out so many fucking bangers that I absolutely love this year.
Yeah.
Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, Metaphor. I just bought. Actually, I just bought 2 Sega games on Black Friday sales that are coming tomorrow.
Yeah. It's nice.
Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
Okay.
For the Xbox One. It was initially a Switch exclusive, and then they've re-released it now with like a second half of the story, or like a separate story, kind of, for all the consoles. So I bought that, and I bought Sonic and Shadow Generations. So,
look, yeah, man.
That is my service level thankfulness to Sega for just making a shitload of games that I'm loving this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to play an Armored Core game.
Yeah.
And share it with the world. Show you what FromSoft used to be about, baby.
Mechs?
Crippling difficulty and giant robots. Not just crippling difficulty and gothic horror.
That's fair. I was going to say Elden Ring's not super easy, but,
No, it's...
Yeah.
Bloodborne, Dark Souls, those aren't exactly walks in the park.
No.
So, but yeah, man.
Well, all right, Mike. Well, I mean, I feel like we were both thankful for some great shit.
Yes, we are.
And you know what I'm thankful for as well?
What are you thankful for, buddy?
This ad from our sponsor. And we're back. There may not have been a sponsor thing there. We don't have sponsors, but maybe there was some other ad. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. This episode, this previous segment was brought to you by Zero Sugar Soda.
And beer.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, Zero Sugar Soda and beer.
Hooray, beer!
Fuck what you hear from TikTok and Instagram influencers. They're both fine for you.
Yep. Mike, what do we got going on next week? We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, so next week we are having a couple of our friends on, Verum Dex and Neo Aoshi. They just wrapped up a series of streams where they switched games. So we had Neo Aoshi playing Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts, and we had Verum Dex playing Metal Gear Solid, the PlayStation 1 classic. And Yeah, so they swapped favorite games. They played them on stream. They helped each other out, and it was entertaining. It was delightful. And yeah, they're going to come on and share that experience with us. Tell us what it was like.
So Verum Dex, fucking shitcock. Okay. It's one cap for the future.
Oh.
You know what? I'm celebrating us.
Ah.
With the champagne of beers.
It is.
This isn't a fucking 40 ounce like a few weeks ago.
No,
it's just...
No.
Yeah. So, what I like to do when I go to my parent... This is what my mom drinks, okay?
Okay.
What Mama Hawks drinks is this, because we live in America and we can't get good German beer. So, she drinks the cheap shit, which is Miller High Life.
Hey.
Okay? Nothing wrong with it. But
say,
what I do... Oh my god, that is just...
It's a beauty. Absolute fucking beaut, buddy.
It's the whole thing, yeah.
God damn.
So anytime I go to...
Like
what's up?
It's almost like that glass was meant to hold exactly a pint of beer. Who'd have thought?
It's almost like this was a 12-ounce glass.
Wow.
Anyway.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, anytime I go to my parents' house to just like, I just go and hang out and whatever. My mom and I just have a couple beers. And then usually at the end when I'm leaving, I'm like, hey, can I grab a few? And she's like, yeah, go ahead.
Sure, why not?
That's why I've got a few of these in the fridge. But, yeah, Dex, Verum Dex, his name is actually from Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a play on Verum Rex, which is a whole thing in KH3. Neo Aoshi. What's up?
I love him, but god damn it, that's so fucking nerdy.
It's so goddamn nerdy. It is so nerdy.
I love it, but also
Yes.
I'm like, man, I want to push you into some lockers and knock your books out of your hand.
You want to throw him into a volcano. I get it.
Did you just watch Joe versus the volcano or some shit?
No, I said, whose stream was it? I think it was either Kimster or it was Send Nuggies. And I was in the stream talking in the chat, and Dex, came in and was like, hey, everybody. And I just responded, how did you get out of the volcano? And the streamer was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Dex was on our podcast last week, and we yelled at him and made fun of him for his opinion, and then we threw him into a volcano. So...
We sacrificed him to our god.
We sacrificed him to Jeff Keighley. I need metaphor to win! Yeah, Dex, massive Kingdom Hearts guy. Neo Aoshi's favorite series is Metal Gear Solid. And this last month in November, they essentially just... This had nothing to do with us, I need to say that because they are coming onto our podcast to kind of talk about it, but
this
they
has
were
nothing
just
to
like...
do with
This is
independent of us.
Independent of us, and I was like, hey, do you all want to come on the podcast and talk about it afterwards? And they said, yeah, that sounds fun. But they essentially were just doing kind of, they literally just swapped games. So on one night, Neo would play the first Kingdom Hearts and was doing a co-stream with Dex, and Dex was kind of there to help him out and kind of answer any questions and everything. And then on the other end, Dex was playing the first Metal Gear Solid game. Not Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. And Neo was there, talking him, through. Be like, hey, maybe do this, and kind of answering questions. And it was... If those of you that listen to this podcast don't follow them on Twitch, Please do. Yeah, and those streams, all of those streams with them swapping the games were just great, because it was just two friends playing new games and talking about them with friends, and it was just wholesome, and it was great, and it was awesome. So, I tuned into Neo's stream last night where he finished Kingdom Hearts. Was it last night or the night before? Whatever. But he finished Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. Oh. Man.
Mike, I'm an adult now, and the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 still fucking makes me choke up.
Yeah, I kind of avoided that stream.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't do this again.
Yeah. But yeah, they will be on next week to just talk about kind of why they decided to do this, what they liked about the games, what they didn't like about the games. Maybe we're gonna have some trivia about the games for each one of them.
Oh,
yeah.
But
next week is just going to be all about kind of their process of going through and swapping, doing the swaps essentially. So, and we'll talk about kind of games that maybe there's series that neither of us have played that maybe Mike and I want to swap.
Yeah,
And if you're out there listening and you're next week, what's a game series that you have never played that you think, if only I had a Sherpa to be there while I played this game? What is one that you would want to get into, but you just think, there's just so much, and I would need someone there with me to, guide me through it. So,
like what? Yeah, the game you wish you had a guide to, a living, breathing guide that you occasionally have to give a beer to.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments if you've got a series like that. We can, talk about it that way. We will actually be posting that question on our social medias. But yeah, before we go to the socials, before we go to the end, I do want to just talk about, so not next week, but the week after.
Yes.
We are going to be doing something a bit different and a bit big and a bit special.
And a bit chaotic.
Very chaotic.
let's just preface that right now.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, December 10th, put this on your calendars or whatever.
Yes.
7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Mountain Time, best time. It doesn't rhyme with West Coast, Best Coast, but Mountain Time, best time, because it's like, it's,
whatever.
Whatever.
It works. It's whatever.
We will be having just a full-on roundtable of guests, pretty much all of the people that I will be going to the Game Awards with on December 12th. And Mike, because I love him, and obviously this is our podcast, so he's going to be here. But we will have myself on my Twitch channel, Mr_Hawks182, Mike's channel, Nerding for Beginners, Dex's channel, at VirumDex, Kimster's channel, at Kimsters, maybe Jim Tasties. I have not talked to him yet about this, but he's going to be on the episode. But essentially, Brett. What's up?
I said, come on, Brett.
Yeah, come on, Brett, do it.
Yeah.
But we are going to be doing a live episode of the Story Motors podcast with all the people in this group that I'm going to the Game Awards with. They're all beautiful people. They're all incredible. Charisma will also, I think he's also going to be streaming. But yeah, just all of us are going to be streaming the episode. It's going to look a little bit different because it's just going to be the Discord screen with maybe a little border. Because there's going to be 10
There's going to be too many people.
Yeah.
There's going to be too many people.
But that will be our actual, Game Awards predictions episode, talking to everybody that's going to go there, kind of what are you looking forward to. Maybe we'll do some trivia, maybe we'll do some games. But that is going to be a live episode, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard, so 6:30 Pacific. What's that? Fucking 9:30 Eastern.
Yep.
8:30 for you fucking weirdos in Central. Nuggies.
Move to a real place.
Come on. Get out of Texas. Fuck Ted Cruz.
Seriously.
I'll say it. Nobody else
go on record.
I'll go on record and say it. Fuck Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz ate my baby.
Yeah. Fucking Zodiac killer motherfucker. Fuck you, Ted Cruz.
Fucking A.
Go back to Cancun or wherever the fuck you went when your state was having a goddamn emergency.
It was Cancun. The state's freezing. He's in Cancun with his family.
I just wanted to make sure my kids got there correct. Then get someone to fucking watch them. You're the goddamn president of Texas. I don't know what he does.
He is a harbinger of doom whenever he shows up on the sideline for any Texas collegiate football game. That's the thing. If Ted Cruz is on your sideline, you're fucking losing.
Oh, God. The hot takes on this podcast. Video games are cool, huh? And fuck Ted Cruz.
Seriously. Oh, man. This is what you come here for.
Yeah.
Watching dude with a mustache just drink 3 cheap beers. This is what we do.
Yeah, December 10th. I mean, please join into any of the episodes.
Yep.
Or any of the streams. It does not matter. Just, join us, hang out. We're going to be live on a bunch of streams doing like a little simulcast thing, and then we'll record it and put it up on the 12th, which is the day of the Game Awards. But it's going to be our Game Awards predictions. So if you have predictions of who you think will win each award, let us know. We'll talk about this again next week as well. But let us know, and we can, talk about that. We can bring it up. And if you have any ideas for some trivia or maybe some games, let us know this week, and we can plan it. But it's just going to be a fun time. It'll be probably very goddamn chaotic. Mike, I think so.
Oh, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking also on the 12th, because I will not be at the Game Awards, but I will be able to watch the Game Awards. Yeah, join me in a 30 rack and maybe my girlfriend and dogs.
Once again, I said this earlier, I'm saying it again. Don't threaten me with a fucking good time.
Yep.
Are you going to live stream it? You think?
I'm thinking about live streaming it. Yeah. Just
So, and I won't cut this out, but I'll tell you now. Go to the Game Awards website and you can apply to be an official live streamer. And then I think I want to say the biggest thing with that is that they won't get mad at you for streaming it.
That's good.
And you'll get. So we did this last year, right?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did a live stream on my channel, and it was you, myself, and our good friend Ty, and we were all just we watched it, and I had kind of the graphics on my whole thing. But yeah, I mean, go there or if you don't see it on the website, go to Jeff Keighley's Twitter because he's probably posted a shitload oh, do you want to co-stream it? And it's literally just sign up for it, and they'll send you a thing next week with graphics and what you can do. So if you are going to stream it, this goes to anybody else too. If you're not going to the Game Awards, but you are wanting to stream it at home or on your Twitch channel, go to the Game Awards website, apply to be an official co-streamer, just so you don't get any sort of headaches later on.
I'm on it right now.
Yeah. So, yeah. But that goes for everybody. That's like I said, we did that last year. It was super fun. You kind of get. It was weird for us because I think I was streaming. The way that we did it is I was watching it live on my Xbox, and my spouse was in the room. We were watching it together. And then I was streaming my Xbox feed to our Discord for Mike and Ty to watch it with me, which meant that part was 5-6 seconds behind what I saw on the TV, and I was trying not to react to this, but react to this. So, yeah, it'll be easier. I just found out today that 21 Pilots will be performing at the Game Awards, so
yeah,
I guess I'll be seeing them live.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish they would play some of their old shit, but they won't.
Well,
All right. Mikey.
Robert.
Socials. Tell us what you're streaming next week, and we will get out of here.
Yeah. Cool. All right. What did it say? See you on Thursday, December 7th for the Game Awards. I just signed up for this, and it says, "Thanks. See you on December 7th for the hashtag Game Awards." I am somewhat concerned now.
All right. Well,
anyway, yeah, I'll probably be streaming some more Cyberpunk until I can figure out a rotation, But yeah, so we got that going on. Yeah, follow me on Blue Sky, NFB official there, because it kept saying Nerding for Beginners is too long.
I mean, yeah, it's too long because they add .bsky.social at the end.
Yeah, so it's just all right, guys, calm down.
Come on.
Yeah, so yeah, follow me there. Instagram at Nerding for Beginners, Facebook Nerding for Beginners. There is a YouTube channel that I'm really bad at putting stuff on, but there is a Nerdy for Beginners YouTube channel, so, check me out there. And, those are the big places. So,
Yeah.
if you see this lovely mug out in the street and you want to support things, just give me a 20.
Yeah, just give us cash.
Yeah, just give us cash. Cash is king. Ask any questions, just,
Yeah. If you see me at the Game Awards and you want a picture, why?
But also, $5.
I'm also on Blue Sky at, I think it's just Mr_Hawks. I don't think I had to do the 182 at the end of that.
Yeah, so
because I got there, fucking early enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, just MrHawks.bsky.social. I signed up on Blue Sky last year in one of the when they were like, you have to have an invitation. I got an invitation. I signed up. So what I did is I had Twitter on my front page on my phone.
Yeah.
I took that off my front page. It's off of my pages, actually. It's still on my phone, so I can go there. And I literally just go there to post about these episodes and shit. But I replaced that with the Blue Sky app because I still wanted kind of, like a social media thing right there. Just, I'm addicted. But my everything has been so much better getting rid of Twitter from there and just having, because I go to Blue Sky and it's just, hey, I'm playing this game. It's super goddamn fun. All the replies are, yeah, it is. That's it.
Yeah. It's a very positive experience.
Yeah. The fact
except
that...
when you get...
Go ahead.
Oh, it's a very positive experience, except when you get followed by 5, bot VTuber graphic artist accounts.
Yeah. Or 5 fucking Kiwi Farms cunts.
Jesus Christ.
But the good thing the Blue Sky lets you do is you can make a list of a shitload of people that, you don't want to see you.
Yeah.
And then instead of subscribing to that list to follow all of them, you can block everybody on that list. So one of the first things I did was, somebody made a list of all these MAGA cunts, block all of them. Somebody made a list of everybody that likes Andrew Tate, block all of them. Somebody made a list that has the official Tottenham Hotspur page and nothing else, block all of them. I don't want that shit in my feed.
No.
Yeah, Blue Sky, Mr. Hawks. And then we are also on Blue Sky Story Motors Pod. So please follow us there, interact with us there, and we love it. Follow us on the YouTubes, on the Spotify, Apple Podcast. Please, please, please give us the 5 stars, the thumbs up, whatever the fuck it is on whatever platform it is to try to help us grow, because we would love for this to grow. I don't want to make this a goddamn career. We don't want this to be a job. We just want this to grow so we can kind of, have more people talking to us and more people hanging out with us and just have more friends.
That's really the whole point of this sort of thing,
Yeah.
We're not trying to get rich off of it. We're not trying to have this take over. I mean, if this did take over our jobs and could replace them, that would be rad. But also...
That's not the point.
Yeah. It's I'm fucking good,
Yeah.
So...
And if you've got any ideas for people that you would love to see on this podcast, let us know. I'm reaching out to just a ton of goddamn people. I know I've got a couple people in the works just trying to figure out some schedules. So there'll be some, fun episodes in the future. But let us know. Please let us know, and let us know what you think about us and our faces and my hat. And my haircut and Mike's, giant donger. And then, let us know your thoughts on Saturday Night Live and if you're liking this 50th season or not. Lonely Island has come back. They've done a couple of digital shorts. We got Sushi Glory Hole. Loved it. We got Here I Go with Charlie XCX.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking kidding me right now?
Seriously.
If you're looking for a podcast to listen to that's not us, go listen to the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast.
Yeah.
I do it every Monday. It's great.
There you go. I'll say, if we're gonna promote podcasts that aren't ours, I'm gonna preface this with, this recommendation might sound weird, but you got to give it a chance. It is the Shutdown Fullcast. It is a college football podcast, but here's the thing. They routinely just go off on random ass shit, including games like Warhammer, just random ass shit. You know, feeding Bobby Jindal to a tiger. Just, it's shit like that. So, you know.
And while we're talking about podcasts to follow, go follow Neon Pocket Dimension, Neon Gaming Dimension, Odd Valley Tavern. Yeah. So. All right, Mike, I'm going to hit that outro music.
You hit that outro music.
Do you have anything else that you want to talk about? You want to talk about any games that you're playing right now as this music is playing? Because it's playing, and I'm playing Dragon Age: The Middlegard, and I'm loving it!
I'm still playing through Fallout New Vegas, just with my cheater character, just exploring and seeing cool shit.
My arms are white. I need some goddamn sun on these cunts. I'm drinking, so everything's a fun now. I love you! Mike, I love you!
Love you too, buddy. Bye!
Oliver has been outside, and he's still wet as fuck right now. And he came in here because he wants pats. And I'm going to give him pats because I love him, and he's my best friend, and he's the greatest in the world.
Get it. I get it.